A while back, while I was surfing the internet, I ran across something called S.M.A.R.T, a sort of acronym as each letter stands for something. After reading about it, I immediately thought that it was a great way to think about practicing. Here, let me show you what I mean. The first letter is S, which stands for specific. You see, we need to be very specific, very clear about what we are trying to do when we practice, understanding why we need to do it. For example, saying that I want to work on letter A to B perhaps isn't clear enough, specific enough. Maybe saying in measure 9 the shift needs work would be clearer, more specific. We should try as best as possible to identify where it is and what we need to do to make it better. The next letter is M, which stands for measurable. Understanding how we will know when we have achieved our goal, or at least where we are in the process of achieving it, is extremely important. I remember once looking at the thirds in the fugue from the Bach G minor unaccompanied sonata. I counted the number of thirds, there are 32 to be exact, and then made a spreadsheet-like graph of 32 squares, one for each note. I recorded the passage 3 times and then sat and listened to them, marking each time I missed. Played out of tune, a third. After marking the 3 times, I looked to see how many times I missed any of the thirds. If I missed one 2 or more times, I tried to identify what I needed to do to get it in tune. Doing this, I knew precisely which thirds I needed to work on. Doing this, my progress became measurable. The third letter A stands for achievable. We need to identify what tools will be needed to achieve the goals we have set out to accomplish. For example, if I was having problems, say with the first shifts in the opening of Lalo's Symphony Espagnole, I would first need to ask if this was a problem that simply required repetitive practice, or if it was something fundamentally wrong with my shifting. If it were the latter, I knew that repetitively practicing it wouldn't help, so I needed to go back and study Yost or Dunas to figure out what needed to be changed in the basic gesture of my shifting pattern. Once done, I could then return to repetitively practicing the passage, as now I knew what I was doing. Now, it had become achievable. R is the 4th letter and stands for realistic. I've seen relevant used as well, but I think realistic works well in this context. Here, we need to ask ourselves if what we have set out to achieve is possible given where our skill level is at the moment. Might it be wiser to wait and do the work at another time? I mean, perhaps I need to work a bit more on the skills required in the piece before working on something I may not be able to finish. The last letter, T, stands for timely. It is critical to be able to understand how much time it will take to achieve whatever goal. Could be a performance or learning a section of a piece that one has set out to accomplish. So this is what it means to me. This is what it means to be smart about practicing, to do smart practicing. Do take care and please stay safe.